Hey guys, what's going on? Excuse me. I probably should have coughed before getting on the stream, but excuse me. Anyways, let's talk about NDEs. I've seen about, I don't know, about 1,000 of them over the years. I used to really be into NDEs. I mean, like I was obsessed with them probably, I don't know, like 15 years ago or something. That's all I was watching for a while was NDEs, and I don't know if I'm as seasoned or advanced as like Forever Consciousness about it, or Wayne Bush, or what's the other dude's name? I can't remember. Sovereign Spirits or whatever. Or that is Wayne Bush, isn't it? I don't know. But anyways, there's other people that have been into NDEs or studying near death experiences way longer than me. Um, I mean, I sort of stopped looking at it long ago because, well, I sort of noticed a pattern after a while. And the pattern was that every story is a little different. And I don't mean between people that see, the flying spaghetti monster, or people that see Jesus, or people that see Muhammad, or people that, no, I mean like even people that seen Jesus, their stories were still different. It was different every time. So that tells me that the experience is built for you to a degree. It's tailored to you. The experience you're having, you're communicating with some sort of entity that knows you, like it has the upper hand. Almost like us controlling a sheep or a dog, simply based on just our level of consciousness. I think that this thing that communicates with us at death has a higher level of consciousness than us, and I think that it can sort of manipulate us. um, and why do I think that? What makes you think there's an entity, Chris? What if it's always different? Then that means that it's always in the individual's mind, right? Like they're the one creating it, or you could say in their space, in their spirit, in their existence, in their soul, in their consciousness, in their awareness. It's I just realized we have a lot of words to describe what we are, don't we? Like, we're just like an observer creature. We just observe through senses and feelings and nerves, whatever, nerve endings. Like that's what we're, a sensory creature. That's what we are. We just sense. But anyways, you could argue that no, they must be manifesting it. It's almost like a dream realm they enter, right, when they leave the body, and the experience that they're experiencing, it's sort of their dream at that moment. That's why some people dream of Jesus, some people dream of Muhammad, some people dream of really weird, some people dream of going to hell, some people dream of fire and chaos, and um but that's the dream realm, isn't it? We have things called nightmares. They exist there too. It doesn't mean you're going to be there for eternity. That's just what you're experiencing in that moment. But you could say that their observer soul is subjected to whatever they're creating, like a dream realm. If they believed in Jesus, that's what they'll create. And that's why every time, even though they'll say, like, and what do I mean? Like, well, there'll be 5 different NDEs, let's say, that all saw Jesus, but in every single NDE, it was still a little bit different. And in one, Jesus was standing near a mountaintop, with his hand extended to them speaking. In another one, Jesus was sitting near a lake in some forest, like Zen forest. In another one, Jesus was near this stream of light that felt like life, and he would put that person in the stream and they could feel the light go through. And like, even though all these people seen Jesus, it was still different every time. And so that was the pattern. I know it's like, well, not, at this point, I'm just listening to stories. I don't know. And then Jesus sat on the rock next to me, and he told me how I need to go back and it's always different. So it's sort of like, well, if the pattern shows that it's different every single time, there's nothing that I can study here. There's no solidified information, right? Except the noticing of that pattern, that it's always different. Why do I think that instead of it just being a dream realm that the individual is creating, that it's a sort of entity communicating with us that has a higher level of consciousness than us, and it's manipulating us. And the reason that I say that instead of the other way is because in tons of NDEs, over 40, 50 at this point, out of the 1,000 that I've seen, these entities need you to go back. You being the soul that just died in the NDE scenario, they need you to go back and just suffer this reality longer. I don't know what it is they need out of you, because every human's on this great important mission, aren't they? But they need you. It's just so important that you go back. Yeah, we know you were just in a car accident and you have third-degree burns from head to toe. And if we put you back in that body, you're literally going to be in a torture chamber for the next couple of years going through rehabilitation. But it's really important that you go back. Another pattern I've noticed, none of them ever explain what it is they're coming back for. What is this mission that's so important that souls always get sent back into this dookie boy realm for? What the fuck is the mission? Everybody that dies has an NDE, that comes back anyways, but everybody that's been told you have to go back, and not a single one of them was able to say why. Does this make sense to anybody? Is this even logical in anybody's brain? How the fuck, just so there's obviously not a mission. We just suffer and struggle. They just settle in with an entity telling them they have a mission. And a lot of them, this is the scary part, don't settle in. A lot of them don't want to come back. And then the entities appear to get frustrated or aggravated with them. I've heard plenty of NDEs where people were talking to Jesus and they weren't just subservient. They actually had questions, or they were like solid in their stance of, I'm not interested in going back. And this Jesus figure that's supposed to be the epitome of light and love would literally get frustrated and aggravated with them, or in some cases even ridicule them. Like, these entities are being evil and deceptive. They take on whatever form they need to take on when they communicate with you to manipulate you. And if they can't manipulate you, they get very frustrated and mad. This is a pattern I've seen in NDEs over the years. You could watch 1,000 of them, or you could take my fucking word for it. Something very bizarre and strange is happening here. I don't like to sell fear porn. I don't want anyone scared for the rest of their lives. Oh God, am I going to get trapped by this? Man, but if I see your fucking house on fire, I'm not going to just go, well, maybe he'll wake up, maybe the smoke alarm will go. No, I'm going to run over there and fucking break your bedroom window and say, get out, motherfucker, get out of the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just going to sit by and go, well, I don't want to make people upset. Okay? I'm not here to hurt you, make you miserable, depressed, sell fear porn, make your life worse than it already is. Man, come on, grow up. Grow a mind. If you can tell them I'm trying to be helpful to souls or to humanity or to people, then you're a fucking retard. Anyways. Yeah, so a trillion patterns over and over and over again, exposing a sort of deceptive, lying, manipulative, aggressive, in some cases mean and bullyish, bizarre entity. You could say, where are we going? Where are we coexisting with this entity at? Where's our location when we're not in the body? Why are we even in this entity's vicinity or space? Who dictates where my soul goes? Your experience is a linear, scripted experience. Everything about it, right down to where you were born, who you were born as. It's all set in stone, and you're just forced into the painting, the experience, the creation, the script, the shithole. It didn't need to be created with humans. It could have been created with energy entities that float around that don't need food, water, or anything to survive. It could have been created. It could have been created a billion, but it was created this way That alone, did you have anything to do with creation? No, me neither. I wouldn't have created it this way. That alone shows you it's scripted. It doesn't. This shit don't even take an intelligent person to understand. It actually takes, in quotes, intelligent people to overcomplicate everything to make it difficult to understand. But yeah, NDEs, something bizarre is going on there. Just my personal opinion. I've looked at about 1,000 of them. I've been watching them since I was in my fucking early 20s. You know, like, it's been a minute. I know a little bit about them. There's something very weird going on there. That's it. Just reporting in, not trying to self-report, not trying to make anybody upset, not trying, ooh, fucking shut the fuck up. Grow up and be a fucking adult. A child would say that to me. A grown-up should never say that to me. You're making people upset. It's like, bro, you're 40 though. Shut up. Get a hold of your upsetness then, you big fat pussy. All right, anyways. What up, John? What are you doing, the cup? I'll show you what I'm doing. Oh, well. It'd probably help to have a bowl on them, motherfucker, Like, I'll hit this thing. That helps me cope a little bit. That, the gym, hanging out with people that are cool, associating with and talking to people that are cool, listening to cool music, making cool music. That's how I cope. I'm on a walk right now. Good for you, Yuzu. Exercise, get sun, and be happy in hell. Fuck. What up? What up, T? Hey, sorry, I'm. Oh yeah, motherfucker got me, bro. Some fucking them moon rocks are tough, bro. I mean, they do the job, you could say, but man, they fucking, it's like smoking fucking, oh man, like tire rubber, bro. You ain't that late. What? I just started, didn't I? 12 minutes and 12 seconds ago when I just looked up. That was weird. I looked up, it was 12, and it went 13, 14, 15, but then it went back to 14 and then back to 15 again. That was weird. Did you guys notice that too? Anyways, you're not that late. But I'm just talking about how in NDEs, if you've seen you don't even need to see 1,000 of them. You just watch like 10 of them. Just watch 10 and not ones that were put into videos that are saying, yo, there's something weird going on here, or this may be a soul trap, or we're being deceived. No, watch ones that don't say that. Even the ones that play like the violin music and make it look like this flowery thing, but just pay attention to what they're saying and you'll see the patterns. Don't take my word for it then. Go and look. But I was basically saying, T, how if you watch enough NDEs, you see the patterns. There's something very bizarre, strange, and deceptive and evil going on there. That we're dealing with some sort of entity that can take on any kind of form it wants. It always manipulates with class system, with I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm God, I'm Jesus, I'm the Son of God, you're just human. Class systems. God, if we're all God happening now, not only did we have to fragment ourselves, we had to convince ourselves that we weren't God. And then we had to create entities and put them into place to play important roles. That's why in the NDEs, they get frustrated with you when you're sort of sovereign, when you stand in your power, or when you disagree, when you're not just this acquiescent little bitch. For example, in an NDE, you could have one NDE experience where the person shows up, Jesus shows up to them, they say, hey, Dale, and Dale goes, oh, Jesus, I love you. And Jesus goes, yeah, I love you too, buddy. Here, feel it. Woo. And they feel the love, and they go, oh my God, he really loves me. And then he goes, you got to go back though, Dale, I'm sorry, you weren't perfect down there in hell. You weren't perfect. Nobody is. You weren't perfect. It's impossible to be. You weren't perfect, but go down. Go back down there, Dale. And Dale's going to go, okay, Jesus, I love you. Goodbye. And jump right back in head first. Another motherfucker is going to show up and Jesus is going to say, hey, Wanda, you know that you weren't a good girl down there. You cheated on your husband, Wanda. And Wanda's going to go, okay, I made mistakes, but I'm here. What's the lesson that I'm supposed to learn? Oh, it's not good to cheat. Okay, I learned it. Thank you. What else am I supposed to learn? Well, you got to go back to being a human. Well, what's the lesson? Just tell me while I'm here. I don't want to go back down there. You got to go back down there though. And It's hard to explain. You'll just have to take my word for it, Wanda. What do you mean? Just tell me what's this lesson? In this realm, you can even put me in somebody else's shoes and let me feel how they felt when I said something mean to them. Wouldn't this realm be a better school for me to learn and grow? Why are you sending me back to the Dookie Boy realm to learn and grow when all we do down there is become more degenerate? Are you retarded, little stupid fucking NDE entity? Fuck you and everything about you. You're a demon. You're a demon trying to deceive me. Why would you get frustrated when I stand my ground? Because you know, the second that somebody says, okay, I'll go back, boom, they're thrown back into a body. The second that somebody says, no, I don't agree with that, these things get frustrated. It's like they need you to say, it's almost like they manipulate you. What up, Chaco, motherfucker? Chris brother left. All my messages always get deleted. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Turn on or I have on live chat. I thought I had on the other one. Anyways, turn on live chat. I'm sorry, Chaco. That happens all the time. No Fear knockoff brand. What? Oh, excuse me. What are you talking about, T? Oh man, I'm getting gas. Oh fuck. There's some damn espresso coffees, dude. But we all die someday anyways. I'm going to die one of these days, and all these stupid little rants won't even matter anymore from my perspective. I'll probably be forced into another shithole existence. Probably be some dude living in poverty in some fucking third world country somewhere, walking around with dirty feet and sandals all day. Who knows? You would think that if reincarnation is potentially possible, that human beings would be going out of their way to create peace, harmony, and symbiosis in the realm they're going to be forced back into. But no, we love war and poverty and struggle. And like, you got rich billionaires building rockets to go nowhere, but to go into outer space, spending like trillions of dollars to go into desolate dust planets that mean nothing, even though none of it exists. It's all cartoons and paintings and blah, blah, CG images. But, that we could have spent trillions here, like growing crops, having automated robot controlled crops. We could have spent trillions here building 3D printers that print homes. We could have spent trillions here building boring machines to bore out homes for people who need homes. We could have been spending trillions here to just, man, the list goes on and on. Humans need food, water, and a place to sleep, and we still haven't figured this out. We got guys in suits trying to go to moons. What the fuck are we talking about? Humanity's retarded. Humanity is stupid. You're all dumb fucking apes. You're all dumb fucking apes. Joking about your shirt. Oh, ha, ha, ha. We'll get tricked again. Sorry, T. I wasn't in a laughing mood right in that moment. We'll get tricked again. Yeah, whatever. Let's worry about it. It was error, and I will. It's like it was error just trying to send that message. Oh, you hate science? I love science. Who are you talking to, Dave and me or somebody else? We are fucked, and I'm over it at this point. Whatever anymore. Yeah, that's pretty much the way it is, Sean. That's not funny. That's not funny. We're in a very dire predicament. I'm totally joking. Oh, I just, for me, David, I hate sometimes it's hard to read jokes. It's hard to read jokes. It just doesn't come out well. You need to communicate with people in person to see when they're joking. For me, I just read it. I take everything literal, but it is what it is, dude. What's weird to me is though, is with most what I would call NPCs, is that if somebody is a science guy, right, they're a scientist, they have a PhD or whatever, a doctorate in something, that they could show them anything then. Like, as long as they got on that white lab coat, it's almost like this cult brainwashed thing takes place, where it's like, They just got on that white coat and they can show them anything and they'll believe it. Dude, I'm telling you, bro, a NASA scientist could zoom a camera up on a human asshole and take a picture of it and show it to some regular soccer mom and say, look, this is the new crater we found on Uranus. And they would be like, whoa, man, look at this, the size of this crater. They wouldn't question it. They wouldn't say, what's that? What's that? They wouldn't look at it closely. They wouldn't say, what the fuck? Are there trees on that crater? Are those hairs? Is that a dingleberry? What the fuck's going on here? They wouldn't question it. If I put on a fucking coat, you'll believe anything. If I put on a fucking suit and stand at a fucking podium, you'll let me kill people in another country. You'll fucking pay me to do it. You fucking retards. Humanity's stupid. They're called NPCs for a reason. Being a character in this simulation is miserable. Let's just say what it really is. You should get a white lab. It doesn't matter. David, I'm cursed, bro. Even if I got my teeth fixed and had pearly whites and fixed all my issues and went and got my doctorate, put on the coat, motherfucker still wouldn't listen to me. Anyways, it is what it is. Not too many people think the same way that I think, David. I'm a unique individual. If you're watching my channel, you probably sort of are too, you know. I can't understand the way humans think. I'm like, I'm totally lost in this realm. I'm like, man, what the fuck's going on here? Like, is there any other like sentient entity that's having this experience that's going, this is weird? Like, do you exist? Where are you? What was just like work, eating, entertainment, and like that's I agree with everything you say. Thank you, David. I don't know what's wrong with us. Why can't we just fit in, bro? Why can't I just be another one of these fucking characters in this simulation, like sitting around, never having a question past like ABC 1, 2, 3? Like, just why can't we just conform and not drive ourselves crazy with consciousness? Why can't we just be stupid like the rest of these fucking retards? God, dude. David, at this point, bro, I've been the rebel and the outsider and the against the system, against all the odds guy for so long. At this point, I'm tired, bro. I'm just like, man, fuck it. I can't lie to myself. The truth is, I would never choose ignorance over truth. But man, being a truther ain't. What a miserable reality. You know. Like so unfair. Man, I wouldn't think about it. If you were a spirit outside of this reality, would you put your children here? I'm convinced that this life is a movie / VR for consciousness. Yeah, like sort of simulation. This body I live in isn't real and it isn't me. I'm stuck inside watching it do what it does until it shuts off. Yeah, that was a great comment, Drifter Dreams. I sort of agree with everything you just said. I can't wait till Judgment Day because I'm going to sue whoever's tricked me here. Yeah, I don't know. We can only hope, David. You want to sue them? I want to rip their face off and, and smash their fucking skull and see if their internal organs can end up outside of their body in some sort of way, you know? I want to like literally stomp their face while I'm wearing fucking cleats, you know? I mean, just I can't even joke about how much I hate the creator of this realm. Like I would kill every particle of that motherfucker, dude, with maliciousness. I would torment him endlessly. If there's a god, if there's a dude that created this realm, not a team of developers, but a god, like an entity that creates things and then things have to experience his creations, I want that thing dead. I hate it. It's a disgusting entity. It's like a blood sucking leech that spreads disease, you know? That's what it's like. It's you don't want it in your crops, near your kids, near anything. It's like you just want to exterminate it. Nothing is actually real. It's all just consciousness hallucinating realness. Yeah, that's one argument. Uh, I mean, but if we go down the route of that, we could be in a bad trip right now. We could be having a nightmare right now. We could be this spirit entity that's having this weird lifelong dream every time it sleeps. You know, like we could be fragmented consciousness, or I don't know. I think that this is a simulation. We're characters in it. We have enough intelligence and sentience to move around and do little stupid low level things, but that's about it. When the gamers control us, we would have power or money or whatever it is in this reality that they enjoy doing. Like, right, like if they wanted to be a war lord, they can't do that without power. So the gamers, the reality, the simulation will grant them power to be in that position to be a war pig piece of shit. It's just the way it works. The gamers have the power in this simulation. I mean, you say, well, why are they always evil? Why again? Well, wouldn't characters in Grand Theft Auto be saying the same thing about the gamers if that's the way that the game is programmed? Again, it's Grand Theft Auto. This is a dark war, everything eat everything to survive, dog eat dog, Ouroboros realm. So it's obviously not Echo the Dolphin, right? It's like Grand Theft Auto. So that's what happens here. I think. I mean, that's what I think, but nothing is actually real. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't think anything's real. I think it's a simulation, but not in this reality. Maybe outside of this reality or this simulation or game, whatever. That's true awakening, realizing everything is formless. That truly awakens you. What happened when you truly awoken, though? Like when you realized everything was formless and ding, you went Super Saiyan 2 like Gohan after the robot dude's head got stomped. What happened in that moment? What changed in you and your behavior and your life and your existence? Did you attract an easier life? Did you bring peace to yourself? Like what happens when you awaken? You know what I think happens when you awaken? You end up in hell or a dark simulation. Like I, I hate the simulation. Yeah, me too, Sean. I would really like to hallucinate something else. Yeah, me too. Like, where are the fucking existences that I don't know are just enjoyable, that feel good all the time? Why do people in this reality just to feel good have to inject some sort of substance into their fucking veins and then become some weird drug addict? It's like, man, being human sucks. We just don't get to feel good. And if we choose to use some substance to feel good, we become this addicted fucking, just what a bizarre reality. It's just a hell realm. It's like built for us to suffer. Everything we do that feels good ends up hurting us. Man, somebody must have had a big motor out there. I wish I was never forced into it. Yeah, me too. I would rather be in Fable. I'd rather just be left alone. I don't know what reality. Maybe like an Avatar reality. Hey, how you doing, PK? I don't know what type of reality I want to experience. One where entities aren't evil, one where entities aren't retarded, one where entities aren't low level. I just don't want to be here anymore. I hate this reality. I think it's so like low level. I feel like I'm in a swamp. But the part of me that wishes it could dream, and I'm not like this high class, like I'm poor and real life, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a broke, I live in a trailer, like I'm not a wealthy dude. But me, me sitting in my trailer with my rotten grill, still feel like this reality is beneath me. It's like such a low level. It's just a cesspit of misery and sin and evil and disgusting lies and backstabbing and drama and war and poverty and just evil and just what a hell realm. I hate this place. Well, the part of me that wishes it could dream hallucinate something else is part of the hallucination itself. The mind that wants is the hallucinations of simulation. Absolutely. Well, I would say the mind that wants is of this. I would say that we are of the simulation drifter. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people want to say that, we're a spirit, we get tricked, we're trapped. Even I want to believe that. But the truth is, if this is a simulation, we're spawned up. When we die or end, whatever you want to call it, we don't continue on. It's a simulation. Our existence isn't important unless the gamers need us for something. And even then, though, even those people are disposable. You're just a character in something else creation. Your existence, right? You have one and then you end. That alone shows you you're not important. It's like you're just a tool to be used by something else. This is a fucking simulation. GTA 74, yeah, maybe even like GTA 8 or 9. Sean, do you see how quick it's getting advanced? And they slowed it down too. It may have already been at that like 50 years ago. I think if you were wealthy 50 years ago, you were already experiencing advanced technologies that we're just now getting to use. I believe that there's cities or places in this reality where the wealthy actually live. Like, I don't think they live somewhere in America or in, I don't think that. I think they live somewhere we don't even get to go or know about. And they probably have extremely high technology there. They're probably using VR helms back in the 60s or something over there. But anyways, yeah, it would be like, because in GTA 6 it's coming out, the NPCs are already going to have AI. And you could say those graphics are pretty close to reality. So 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe by GTA 10, it would be just as real as this reality. Not even 74, maybe like GTA 9 even. Who knows? I mean, let's me a pinata out of the demiurge. Oh, let's make a pinata out of the demiurge tea. Yeah, I would love to. I have low hope that it could happen because, well, first off, I'm not a fan of hope. Second off, it would have happened by now. Somebody would have did it. Like, do you think we're the first pissed off humans about what's happening to us? Pissed off souls or entities? Like, no. There are whole cultures probably dedicated to hating the god of this fucking reality or realizing it as a demon or an evil creator or a whatever. They would have got his ass already. I don't think we can escape this because a simulation runs this shithole. Yeah, I think this shithole is the simulation running. I kind of wish I was one of the important NPCs, but I don't want to be stupid either. I don't mind being stupid. I don't want to be evil. Are you one of the important NPCs? I don't know. I don't know. How would you know? How do you know? Maybe you're actually the most important one to the gamers. We don't know what's going on here. It's like a Truman Show bizarre experience, like a bizarre sim, or I mean, I don't know what's going on here. None of us do. We can only speculate and talk about it. And I personally believe we're in a simulation, but that is a belief. I don't know that. I mean, everything sort of points towards that when you look at the Mandela effect, limited play environment, mysterious history. I don't know, the whole DMT fucking code in the goddamn wall. Just everything sort of points towards simulation. But my opinion, awakening of just realizing consciousness is rendering itself in everything all around you, an infinite rendering like Minecraft, and freedom would be like the detachment and expectations. I don't know what freedom would be like. I can only talk about it and pretend it exists in my mind, or having to cope 24/7. Yeah, pretty much. I get tired of the excuses for evil. Oh, it's God's plan, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, then God's fucking evil. Then God's fucking evil. How could they be God's plan? Why wasn't God's plan where the righteous rose up and they were powerful and they controlled and imprisoned evil? Why wasn't that written in as God's plan? Why does God's plan always have to be mysterious while everybody fucking suffers and struggles? And humanity can't realize they're being played? Come on, man. Go back to being normal again before your little weird cult brainwash took over. Go back to being a normal thinking human again. Humanity, please. It was somewhere around 12, 13. You started creating this character. Forget the character. It's not important. All those people in middle school and high school that judged you and your parents and the teachers, it's all a part of the system. Fucking forget all of that shit. Go back to being who you were. Remember who you were before you created this stupid fucking dumb character. Those Chris OnlyFans, welcome to his OnlyFans page. I have the best feet pics. I have vascularity in my feet. So not only am I going to show my veiny feet, because that's something anybody would ever be into. I'll talk dirty while I'm doing it. It's ASMR too. I'll get one of them filters and like rub the microphone on my chest, and moan. Look at them feet. I'll talk dirty. Oh yeah, look how hot them veins are. I'm sorry, and that's enough. I was talking about that. Anyway, there's some interesting people in this reality. Religion keeps people submissive, stagnant. And not questioning anything. It's full of excuses. It isn't religion and books and cults. They're like great damage control to not question things the way that we question things. They're great to keep souls stupid and dumb and not questioning. Paula, at their core, they don't care about evil. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. If they truly cared about evil, they wouldn't. That's a great comment, Mountain Fog. Thank you for that. What a great comment. Because the truth is, if they truly cared about evil, they would never take that position. They're just a little scared entity that's worried about their own ass. And the second that they found religion, they go, "Okay, I'm good now." All I got to do is say, "Okay, Jesus, I'm sorry," and now I'm okay. It's about them. It's always about them. It's always a selfish fucking thing. It's always. If they were truly good in their hearts, they would be acknowledging and realizing evil the same way that I do. Okay. One sec, guys. David, what do you mean you think this world doesn't operate without us playing it? Well, I think it does. Like if I went over there, grabbed my shotgun, blew my head off, do you think that the world would stop going on? Maybe from my personal perspective, but I guarantee you'd still have to get up tomorrow. I guarantee you David would still exist. Are you ever going to make more AI videos decoding language? Now, actually, Bree, when I found somebody recommended me I'm not good with names, man. I'm not good with names. My name memory fucking sucks. What the fuck was his name? There's another dude that did it even before I did, and he's actually better at it. So when I seen his channel, I was like, Chiron Last. Jesus, man. I love when I do remember though. Chiron Last. Somebody showed me his channel, and he did a video on word wizardry, and he's got way more of them figured out than I do. So I was just like, you know what, man, I'll let him do his thing, Exactly. So child is part of God's plan. It's disgusting to believe. Yeah, just think about all of it. We go to the extreme. We talk about child R word or child trafficking, or we go to kids because it pulls at the heartstrings of people, but just depression, sadness, misery, pain, suffering, struggling, watching, worrying, watching being forced into situations you don't like, watching people you love suffer or struggle or die, losing your pets, your loved ones, your job in some case, just life in without going to the pure extreme of the most evilest shit. Let's just talk about regular daily life, because not everybody in reality is experiencing that. Not everybody in reality is experiencing child R word or child trafficking, but everybody in reality experiences worry, struggle, depression, sorrow, misery, pain, and you know that's something that God puts, in quotes, God puts on all of us. It's like, man, who would have programmed this reality like that? That's like, God, did God have psychosis? What the fuck was the point? What the fuck was the point of creating a reality where entities suffer, struggle, worry, stress, and are subjected to experiences they don't want to fucking have, man? It's like this whole reality is our word, PK. We are all R worded every day. Like, if you wake up and you say, I don't want to be here today, but you're still forced to deal with that day, you're being R worded. I mean, just it's not violent, you're not bleeding from the rear end, but it's fucking, that's what it is. Like, to me, maybe R word's a bad word, maybe kidnapping, I don't know, because it's like me taking you and just making you do shit you don't want to do. Just in general, basic, simple, a 10-year-old can understand what I'm saying. Do you want to be here today? Not really. But, well, you're going to be here. So what is that to you? Well, it's forced. This is slavery. This reality is slavery. People talk about sovereignty. It's a great thought. The same way freedom, it's a great thought, but none of us have actually experienced it. None of us actually practice it. We are forced without any all the time. Yeah, but child sniffers in control, what could go wrong? Yeah, really. Isn't that weird? That's what the gamers want to do, though. They're little perverts. They're little weirdos, a lot of these gamers. Like, if this is a simulation, right, and the gamers grant power or get granted power to whatever character they choose to play, isn't it weird that that's what they want? Like, they want to, like, nasty, violent, weird shit? Fucking weirdo ass boys. Fucking, like, weird 13-year-old creeps in the real world fucking playing this simulation. Y'all are some creepy little fucking weirdo ass boys. What the fuck? That's strange. Humans are strange creatures. Yeah, we are. This reality itself is stagnant. It feels like it runs in loops. It feels like, to a degree, it's, Sean, doesn't it feel like there's a force keeping it stagnant, right? Like, they keep the wars and it's almost like but if humanity just said, fuck all you evil, demonic, weirdo parasites that are demonically possessed in a weird way by these gamers, like, you're all the evil ones, let's kill all of them or arrest all of them and live in peace and harmony and symbiosis without war, poverty and struggle, and humanity's wealth works for humanity. Like, our extra money wouldn't go towards nothing or stagnation. It would go towards building to keep humanity symbiotic. Like, again, the greenhouses, the water distillers, I know this stuff is distilling water is just such a complicated fucking deep scientific subject that we have to recycle fucking shit water and shower and brush our teeth with recycled shit water. That's the state that humanity is forced at when trillions and trillions of our dollars have gone towards nothing but cartoon pictures and more wars that keep us struggling and in poverty. Are you guys crazy or retarded? Which one is it? Like, how can you be a human in this reality and not question the system the way that the system works against you all the time? How the fuck can you have a fucking brain and not question this fucking reality? It doesn't make sense to me. Life reality is like a moving painting, and what we really are is the observer of it. The minds and bodies that we live in are part of the painting. It us versus the illusion yin yang. It's just other ways of saying we're in a simulation. Totally agree, Chris. Exactly, Chris. Totally agree. Thank you, PK. Thank you, Mountain. Appreciate you. Yeah, just man, this I have a great ability to go, okay, fuck all this reality shit. I'm gonna go fucking chill and do this or that and just sort of unplug from these thoughts. And get on every day, right? Like, I'm not a happy guy. I'm sort of content when I'm like that. I'm not walking around with a boner excited about life, but I can get by. If you sit in these thoughts though all the time and you don't have that ability to sort of just not think about it and unplug from the matrix, these thoughts are the matrix. This is what consumes my mind energy. If you don't have that ability, I'm sorry, man, you're probably in hell. I mean, you're struggling all the time, and I like I what could I say for somebody like that? I don't know what the fuck Chris is talking about. At least we know T's over there paying attention. T, you're a dick. That was kind of funny though. And find another site, bro. David, no, T's joking, bro. David's like, hey, Burt Relic, if you don't like it, get out of here. T, you're funny, bro. Bro, that dude, no, I'm just joking, David. It's not serious. T, that dude fucking actually looked like you. Didn't it? That actually looked like you, bro. That almost looked like what you were wearing, if I remember correctly. I don't have those pictures. Remember, you sent me 2 pictures. You sent me one when you were younger, I guess in your marriage or whatever. The one where I said you look crazy. You were sitting there like, well, we were looking like you just got into an argument or something. But then you sent me another picture where you were just like screaming at the camera or something, where you look normal, I guess you could say. But weren't you wearing like a leather jacket in that picture too? Your hair was just like that too, wasn't it? I mean, am I remembering correctly? I mean, you really look like that motherfucker. Or that motherfucker really looked like you. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? The dude in the video I made where he's walking with the cigarette. Actually, dude, he's got 2 cigarettes in like 4 different scenes. I rewatched it again. That motherfucker had 2 cigarettes. Well, hey, man, if you were walking through hell getting your ass beat, I'd probably be smoking 2 cigarettes too, bro. Anyways, Chris has a Army Sergeant voice. I do? You think I got an Army Sergeant voice? I think I have an animated voice. My voice sounds like a radio voice or something, like some dude that's on the radio. Hello, guys. Today we're going to talk about, what's that dude's name? Man, what was that OG's name? Do you guys remember the old school dude that was a conspiracy theorist? What the fuck was his name? It was like the creepy, it was almost like Twilight Zone music. It's like, today on this episode. But what the fuck was his name? T, help me here, bro. T always remembers. Me and T have the same brain. It's just in different bodies, bro. I'm telling you. He knows exactly who I'm talking about. Chris Sons constipated from all the anger. Oh, Chris sounds constipated from what I am, bro. When I fire off missiles, bro, I don't even sit on the toilet because I'm afraid of the splash it's going to get me. So I fire them from the other side of the bathroom, bro. I lift up one leg like this, and I'm like, pshum! It's like, boom. It's like a rock. It's hard as a rock, bro. It's like a bullet. The constipation's real, bro. That's why I stay drinking hella water. Describe the voice again. Dude, what was that guy's name? You know what I'm talking about. Hold on. I'll think of his name. He was like the OG of fucking like conspiracy theory radio. Give me a sec. Man, what the fuck? George Norrie is his name. Wasn't that his name? Gotta let that shit. What the fuck was his name? It was something like that. George Norrie or... Man, I can't remember. Yeah, Coast to Coast. What was that dude's name? I can't remember now. I hate when I can't remember shit, bro. Fucking names especially. About their fucking names. I can't... Or actually, I think I remembered his name. That is his name, isn't it? The guy Y-Files worships? Y-Files worship Art Bell. Oh God, yeah. Do you remember Art Bell? Was it Art Bell or no? George Norrie came before Art Bell, I think. Huh. Now I got it all. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's all semantics. But yeah, they're all gangsters. I like them all. I was always into that shit, even when I was, wasn't into like more serious philosophies or subjects. Like I was always, I guess you could say I was always sort of like a conspiracy theorist. I always thought that JFK got assassinated. I always thought 9/11 was, an inside job. I questioned everything my whole life. I didn't completely lose my mind and realize that reality is a very bizarre dimension, experience, hell realm, or simulation until probably like 5 or 6, 7 years ago now, you know? Oh, well. Cheers to the good old days before I was crazy. That drink's not as good. Let's try this one instead. Cheers to the days I wasn't crazy. That drink hit the spot. Art Bell was first. Nori took over. Okay. They even kind of look. One of them looks similar to Stephen King or something. I think that was the original dude. Okay. Yeah, you guys remember when that crazy motherfucker called in and he's like, Art, they're here. I'm trying to tell you, they're fucking invading us. It's deeper than people think. He's like, they're deep in the government. They've taken over all facets of the government. Please, George. He's like, please tell us. He's like, tell us what's going on. He's like, oh, it's okay. So they could be rounding people up and getting them to safety, but they know a catastrophe's coming. And it's like his whole radio station shuts down when this crazy weirdo dude is saying all this weirdo ass shit. And, it made it believable. He was like, that was strange. That's never happened before. Today, our radio station shut down in the middle of a call. Everybody heard it. The man was crying. He seemed distressed. They're going to triangulate this call, George. Like, bro, I know there's always the fear porn of reality, right? They're always a them, and they're always just about to kill us. And there's always a them, and they've always got nukes that are going to blow us all up. And there's always a them, and they're colluding with aliens underground to let a catastrophe happen. There's always a the retard show, fear porn of Earth, experienced human bullshit, simulation garbage. They screen calls and scripted as fuck. Oh, T, why'd you have to come into my little reminiscent party and throw your fucking lemon on it, man? Man, T, you're killing me today, bro. Ooh. You son of a bitch, you say everything is scripted, you motherfucker. Well, imagine if I called it into George Nori. T, imagine if I called into that motherfucker. He'd probably think this dude done lost his motherfucking mind saying this crazy ass shit he's talking about. The fuck, we're in a simulation? Buddy, what do you mean? Okay, but you're saying it's all fake. I'll take this fucking knife and stab myself now in the leg, and we'll see if it's fake. Come over here and let me stab you if it's all just a simulation, right? He would give me that old dumbass 1960s minded ass geriatric old dumbass fucking dumb motherfucking response. If I went back in time and talked to him, he would think I was totally crazy. I'd tell him that we're in a limited environment. He would say, no, we're on a ball. Are you crazy? We're on Earth. And I'd tell him about, well, I couldn't be able to tell him about the Mandela effect. It didn't start happening yet, but I would tell him in the future that happens, and he wouldn't believe me. I would say, oh yeah, George, things you remember are going to be gone. Go home and eat Jiffy peanut butter. Oh yeah, I know about Jiffy. I'll go home and eat it. Okay, yeah. Eat it again in 2001, motherfucker. Oh, they just changed their name. No, they didn't. That shit never existed. Oh, it did. Do you remember the cornucopia on Fruit Loom, George? Of course, everybody knows there's a cornucopia on Fruit Loom. No, there ain't. What are you talking about? It never existed. Ah, of course it did. Ooh. Fuck you. Fuck you. If I talked to George, he would think I was a psychopath. Yeah, we want to talk about fairy farts and unicorn thirds. I know. You know what, PK? You reminded me. It's time for the daily channeling. We're going to channel Bashar. Let's see if he has a weak neck when he comes into my body too. You know, he can't seem to hold up that dude's head. That dude's head's just way too heavy for Bashar. Ooh. Man, people are crazy. People will act crazy, and then people will follow them, making them just as fucking crazy. It's bizarre. Oh no, PK, I do got a channel now. Bashar, enter my testicles. Hell no. I don't know. I'm not really in the mood to act retarded right now. maybe when maybe when the retard mood strikes me, I will be able to channel Bashar once again. He'll give us all some more hopium right around the corner savior messages yet again. I know, PK. I was able to tell you were joking. I'm still joking. But yeah, it's fucking just man. I laugh about it, but man, the truth, and that's the real truth is I'm just a sad person. Is what's the truth. I'm so really sad about a lot of this shit. The truth, like I make jokes about the shit, but it really saddens me. Like when I see him, oh you humans know that we're coming soon and you're going to evolve or whatever the fuck this weirdo's saying, and then I see the crowd of people, oh Bashar, fawning over him. I don't laugh. I actually get really sad. I'm like, oh man, fuck. Humanity's fucked. Like we're stupid things. Anyways, too hard to make jokes in the chat. Yeah, it's difficult to joke in chat. Joking something you do with personality, tone, delivery. It's like you need to be able to see somebody to know they're joking or if they're being sarcastic or something to laugh about. Bashar is a con artist from hell. Yeah, just another weird human. It's sad. It's like, man, you guys really love your false hopes. Like you want that thing to hold on to. That's sad. Whether it's Bashar or Jesus or Muhammad or whatever it is, you need some Donald Trump, some politic, man, you need some little thing to hold on to, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? Can't y'all just fucking grow up? You guys want to play delusion games forever? Come on, I hate humanity. One delusion, two delusion, three delusion, four. We're a bunch of dumb fucking retards. Let's just fucking like play games for the like, man. What the fuck is wrong with it's almost like a psychosis. I don't know, a psychosis or the mind virus. That's just the game. NPCs maybe, or I don't know. Maybe a technology, maybe a mind control technology that we just don't understand. We're all under the control of it, so it feels normal to us at this point, but it's not normal. Like controls everybody's behavior type of shit, keeping us as good little fucking submissive, unviolent little bitches or whatever. I don't know, but I'm living in BioShock. Oh my god, what's that mean, Sean? That's a video game, isn't it? I never played it, so I don't get the reference, but I'm assuming it's not a good place, Sean, based on the last few hundred comments I've seen you leave. I'm assuming BioShock's not a good place to be. Probably a dark hell fucking, probably like being in damn Silent Hill or Resident Evil. Yes, it is. It is a good place to be. Oh, well, I'm glad you found your peace, Sean. I've moved into hell, Chris. Come with me. Here in hell, we can be evil. What the fuck is it? Oh, yeah. I don't want peace, Chris. I want problems always. It's not it's the game I'm playing. Oh, yeah. I could live there without the monsters. Yeah, just walk around empty hospitals and look around and just listen to music. It's just like, and you're just like walking around like, yeah, this is what I'm doing now. I'm walking around listening to ambient music. You could do that here in this reality, actually. You could go put on headphones, or if you want to get brain cancer like me, you could use earbuds and just put on ambient music and walk through a trail or a hiking trail, or walk on the beach, walk down the road. You're not wrong. Yeah, I know. I'm never wrong. I'm never wrong, bro. And if I am, I'll be the first to tell you I'm wrong. Like if somebody says, Chris, you're wrong about this, and I can go look at it and I go, he's right. I'll say, yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I'm always truth seeking. Truth seeking number one. They can handle that. Teen knows they can't handle the real truth. Jack Nicholson or Jack Nicholas. I don't know. Whatever. Whoever he is. That dude told them the truth. That sergeant guy. I bet if he would have told them the real truth in that courtroom that day, that he was right, that they couldn't have handled the real truth. I think his character was correct. You can't handle the truth. Well, he was talking to Tom Cruise or whatever. What's that movie? He's like some general, some 5-star general on fucking on trial or whatever. Maybe for some war crimes. I can't remember. I mean, I've seen that movie like fucking 147,000 fucking years ago. I prefer to get ill accepting the truth rather than live in comfortable delusions. I think I prefer. I don't like getting ill. What do you mean by that? I prefer to get ill accepting the truth. I don't want to get ill. I hate being sick, bro. Comfortable delusions. Do you mean get ill by like getting ill, like getting out here and what, like clapping cheeks, or what do you mean by that, Mount Fog? I don't really understand. So I came to terms with the fact that we're in a simulation that's built to torment us. Like that's the whole point of the game, right? The gamers, the angels, the demons, the archons, the mind virus. That's what's happening. That they play this game and they torment and they cause chaos. They're just little fuckers. They're little bastards and retards and nasty little weirdos and creeps. And they enjoy watching us suffer. So when you come to terms with that, like life sort of makes sense to you. You don't struggle as much with those things in my mind. I meant truth hurts and people. Oh, yeah. Truth. Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah. The human delusion machine can't deal with the truth. Let me think of something else. It's weird. Like when you look at the human ape monkey creature thing as an animal, we'll say, like with traits and stuff, it's a weird creature. Like it's a weird creature. We pride ourselves on our high level of consciousness because, we're not dogs and cats, but the truth is they're probably less weird than we are. You gave this ape monkey a high level of consciousness and now it's like weird. It like creates stories of them. I mean, weird. I don't know what other word can we use. Delusional, strange, creepy, weird. Motherfuckers are weird. We're stuck in a torture chamber. Yeah. The body is the Iron Maiden, in my opinion. Yeah. If you're dealing with any kind of physical or mental ailment, you are in a constant torture chamber. What a great reality created by a loving God that wanted us to learn something in school. Okay, what are we learning? Bombs, guns going off, fucking war, poverty, struggle. Well, what are we learning? What's the learning school for? Oh, you got to go back. You got to go back, live a life again. You got to do that again. What's the mission? Yeah, it's like a mental Iron Maiden. I didn't learn shit in school. Yeah, you get indoctrinated in school and learned how to live in a class system. That's what school really was for. It was to teach you authority and to listen to those that have a higher rank than you. That's your teacher. When you die, that's your counsel. That's your higher self. That's your Jesus. It got you used to this class system. in a realm where everything is God equally. The body as an Iron Maiden is brutal as fuck. Oh yeah. If you've ever had a physical ailment that causes you constant brutal pain, yeah, you've gone through it, you've experienced it. Life can be real fucked up. We got put in the corner for asking questions. Isn't that crazy? Public school is to create good slaves that don't question authority. Yep. And good souls that listen to authority when they die instead of standing in their power. As a matter of fact, and I'm not promoting evil or violent or criminal behavior, but as a matter of fact, everybody in this realm that stands in their power and says, fuck the system, fuck that, I don't conform, we snatch them up and put them in prison. If anybody tries to stand in their sovereignty in this reality, they snatch them up or tell people they're crazy. Or this place is a training ground to get you used to being a bitch to somebody else, something else, to being subservient to a class system of entities. This thing's trying to convince you that you're not as powerful as it. But you could say, well, if it has the power to put us in its realm, it's more powerful than us. But when you look at the scenario, what's happening is a little weird. It's a little weird to say the least. Like, why are you going out of your way to do all this shit to it? Like really, what the fuck is going on here? Like, anyways, what a bizarre reality. The stream ended up being pretty good. I wasn't even super in the mood. It kind of just started happening. I can't remember. I did get on with a subject that I really wanted to talk about. It ended up being a good stream overall. They actually charge us for wars that happened before we were even here. When is humanity going to realize they're being fucked with by nasty, evil people? Like, they're not just evil right in your face, they troll you about it right in your face. When is humanity? It's almost like the gamers are weirdo. You know, they have six sense of humors. They really like fucking with us in this game, don't they? Their job number one is to torment the souls that are here, the souls in quotes, the RNG characters, random number generators. We could say randomly generated RG characters, randomly generated characters. That's what we are. Would you say a tiger is weak and pathetic because it was tricked to get in the cage? That's a great point. That's a great point. No, I wouldn't say it's weak and pathetic, but I would say it's stupid and easy to manipulate. So maybe we do have some sort of presence or power in spirit, but we're just so goddamn stupid that whatever it is that's fucking trolling us always manipulates us easily. It's like it's almost like we're like a tiger. It's almost like we have some sort of power that it is trying to convince out of us. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels, or like the scenario sort of seems like. If there isn't it, and it's doing this to us, and it is sort of like massaging weakness into us, the way it feels like massaging your sovereignty out of you, like getting you to get used to acquiescing to something else just telling you what to do. This thing does not want you to be a sovereign soul. Isn't that weird? Does that not catch anybody a little bit off guard? Like, whoa, that's weird. That's not cool. That's not cool. Fucking ridiculous. But anyways, I'm gonna fucking probably wrap this one up. I mean, actually, he don't never wake up when you don't never. My buddy will say, "Oh yeah, call me, bro. Call me when you're ready to go to the gym." I'll be calling him for 4 hours until he wakes up. Meanwhile, I'm out. I woke up, 5 hours earlier. By the time I go to the gym, I'm already tired, not ready to work out no more. Well, anyways, so I start streaming. Figure, by the time I'm done with like an hour, he'll probably be, texting me back or calling me back, and we'll head out. But no, this motherfucker probably gonna sleep for 2, 3 more. By the time he's ready to wake up, I'll be ready to take another nap. I woke up like fucking 5:30 this morning. I mean, I haven't been a lot. I haven't been awake that long. I mean, it's only 12:30 now, but the nerds in school are the ones running the world. Oh yeah, you guys shouldn't have picked on them. Look what you did. This is every jock with a six pack and big muscles. This is all of your guys' faults. You guys picked on those little nerds because they were so good in school and you were a big dumb ape and you were actually jealous that they could get good grades. And you were a fucking dumb ape, so you probably got some sort of weird satisfaction out of picking on something that can't fight back because you're a pathetic little fucking degenerate yourself. But anyways, now you created pathetic degenerates with your pathetic degenerateness. You see the way that works? It's sort of like an energetic exchange. Yeah, you're probably right, David. All the little fucking the jocks, they made them hate. They created the Bill Gates. I'm gonna poison all these motherfuckers when I get rich. I'm gonna get rich, and then I'm gonna create a vaccine and inject all these little fuckers. I hate them all. They hated me when I was in school. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like we create the demons. We create the demons, but it's the demons working through the jocks that created the demon Bill Gates. And then when you see the way the system works, you realize we're all being played by the thing. I still don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Well, T, go like this. And I'll let your chinny chin chin know what my nuts is talking about. And the only thing they say is slap, 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 slap. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't have said that. That was perverted. That was a perverted joke by me. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Lord, don't send me to hell. Yeah, T's stupid. But that was funny, T, fucking dickhead. You know exactly what I'm talking about, you son of a bitch. You know almost exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just glad I spawned into a body that's not too twisted. Yeah, me too. I'm definitely, when I experienced my 2-time death from my guts blowing up or whatever the fuck happened to me, it really made me appreciate being healthy. Like a little bit more. Not much more, because the avatar isn't appreciative by nature. It's a practiced trait. You have to choose to practice appreciation. It's not appreciative. As a matter of fact, it's such an unappreciative creature that it gets jaded to things. It gets bored with things. It just, what do you think of the millionaire Brian Johnson who spends millions trying to live forever? More power to him. If he has millions of dollars to put towards trying to figure out ways to get humans to live longer, or maybe even just healthier would be a better thing. You ain't going to make human. I don't know. We'll extend the telomeres and all. I don't know. But if he could figure out with his fortune how to make humans live healthier lives, maybe they will live longer. I don't know. By being healthier, I would assume you'd probably get another 5 or 10 years at the end of your life. I don't know. Look, the truth is, you want to live healthy, and not because you want to live longer in hell, but because you don't want to experience being in a physical torture chamber. Trust me, sedentary people that choose to be lazy and sit around and don't exercise and stay healthy and stay in shape, they end up in hell, bro. You'll experience a true fiery pit before you leave this realm. Quantum immortality, it's a bitch. Oh, no, T, don't talk about it, bro. I think your brain can be downloaded into another body. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe how, where do you go? And like, let's say they bring a body in here, or maybe an android. Maybe they'll figure out how to transfer consciousness into, which is doesn't make sense. You're not transferring consciousness into a hard drive. You're like replicating its patterns and algorithms and this and that into a hard drive. That's not, you ain't transferring anything. The consciousness is still in that dude's head that you just ran the test on or whatever, you know. I don't know. They say that, you know, who knows? Do you think he will succeed in achieving immortality? He does share all the knowledge to the public, so he's not fully evil. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I don't really stand for things anymore. Like I used to be more human, you could say. Like I was into things, like I was I would have a dog in the fight. Like I would care about what that guy's doing, right? Like I would be like, Brian Johnson's going to make people live longer, and that's evil. He's trying to create immortality in the hell realm to trap souls here longer. Or at this point, I'm like, whatever happens, happens anyways. I've fully realized my limited amount of power to affect the hell realm. When I first got on YouTube, bro, I thought that I was going to change the world. I thought I was going to make, I actually believed that I could make, oh no, I'll just get everybody to meditate and everyone will become peaceful and happy and forget their little weird programming and scripts and everyone will be normal. I actually believe that. I mean, how silly, but anyways, Brian Johnson did 5-MeO DMT recently. Did he? Did it make him live longer? Same. Hey, I'm just waiting for him to use some weird substance to elongate his life that really elongates something else. And he can be like, hey guys, I found the cure for normal peckers. If you want a horse cack, take this substance. Every dude in the world, the price of that substance would go through the roof instantly. if you mix cinnamon with cayenne and 3 drops of, methylene blue or something and stir it in a teaspoon of vinegar and gargle it, your pecker grows 2 inches. The price of cinnamon, you have to pay like $100 for a thing of cinnamon this big. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's funny to me. That's what I did. That's all you'd hear back in my era. If you were born in like the early 80s, you could say every guy was telling you had a little dick and they had a big dick and everything was about the size of your dick. Like that. That's all I heard in school. I bet I got a bigger dick. Like, dude, geez, shut the fuck up. Why are we talking about your dick, bro? Like, it's a little weird. He says psychedelics might reverse aging. Really? But 5-MeO DMT high dose is way too intense. 100 grams of shoots out. I would say that, in my opinion, and I've never done 5-MeO, so I'm talking the other one, and then DMT or whatever, like the one you could extract from tree bark, whatever. Not the most intense one. Not 5-MeO, but the regular DMT, I would say, is almost a pussy hallucinogen. It's a pussy drug. I guess you could say that the experience can be pretty intense, but it's over in a few minutes and you're wishing it lasted longer. And, the euphoric high part of it only lasts for like 5 or 10 minutes and then it's gone. You take acid, you're fucked up for like 10 hours, dude. Same with shrooms, like 5-6 hours, you're fucked up, dude. If you're not enjoying your experience, well, sorry, you're stuck fucking suffering for the next 5 hours. If I wasn't enjoying a DMT high, which I haven't experienced that yet, they've all been sort of bland or simple or boring. You could say, like, your emotions don't really get like especially aroused. It's not like when you take acid, like your emotion centers change. Your emotions are completely normal. Like you're just sitting there calm like this, like right in the face of an entity talking to you. Like you don't get crazy about it. You're just chilling. None of it affects you. It's sort of a boring. So I can't even imagine DMT being a bad trip. But if I did have one, it's over in a couple of minutes anyways. It's like, well, that wasn't a big deal, Elongated life is a worthless without increased elongated health. Living to 150 years, that's a shriveled up body is actually a nightmare fuel. Yeah, really. What up, Three Fingers? How you doing, brother? Yeah, it's I wonder that sometimes because, okay, so like T had just mentioned quantum immortality, burnt relic. I mean, when I say T, I mean burnt relic, if you guys don't already know that. Burnt relic had mentioned quantum immortality and mentioned before that he tried to off himself, that he pushed a really sharp knife as hard as he could right into his vein and nothing happened. He said his skin bubbled up around the knife like a memory foam mattress and the knife could not penetrate his vein. He was trying to cut his wrists vertically or whatever you could say. Well, depending how you're looking at it, like if you're looking at it that way, it would be more like horizontally, but he was slicing with the vein, you could say. And the knife just wouldn't go into his vein. It wouldn't let him kill himself. So I think about quantum immortality and that scares the fuck out of me. It's like, man, what if we do live forever, man? How the fuck am I going to be at 100 years old, bro? I'm going to be like, if I can just in pain all day, what the fuck? I ain't trying to live forever. What the fuck's going on? I don't even want to live healthy forever. I want to be healthy as long as I live, but I don't want to be living forever. I don't think anybody in their right mind wants to live forever. You'd have to have psychosis to want to be here forever. Maybe if they fixed reality, maybe if reality made sense, maybe if reality was peaceful and symbiotic and fucking nature was beautiful and full of abundance and not full of mosquitoes and ants and wild animals that want to rip your guts out. Like maybe if this realm was peaceful and harmonic and fucking just normal, maybe then I'd want to live forever. You know, maybe if my avatar didn't constantly need to consume uh, dead things or just consume. Period. Maybe my avatar didn't have to shit and shower every day and brush its teeth every day and maybe if I didn't need a gallon of water every fucking day, maybe if I didn't need shelter from the goddamn environment my fucking body was plugged into, maybe if I could go outside and just walk for 3 days straight without having to sleep and not get bit up or burnt up by the sun would be great. But no, we're in a fucking environment that's constantly trying to kill us and hurt us and struggle us and suffer us. And man, fuck, who the fuck will want to live forever here? You'd have to be crazy. You can't fix stupid. You cannot fix stupid. This is true. They're happy with the world as it is, so they want to live forever. That's weird that they're happy with the world the way that it is. To me, that's very weird. It's like, how the fuck could you be happy in a place? Like, do you only like? So you're just one of them. As long as my yard is good, like there could be bombs and pools of acid and volcanoes spewing lava and tornadoes and hurricanes and people being murdered over here and people's heads exploding and but as long as your white fence, your little white picket fence, green grassed yard is nice and comfortable, you're fine and dandy. What? Who would want to? Oh, so, anyways, dude, the truth is, I sort of do actually exactly what I'm talking shit about them doing. I can sort of unplug from all my nasty thoughts and negativities and sort of just, in quotes, enjoy life, you could say. Uh, I'm also blessed. Like, I have some really cool friends and people around me that are dope and they're happy with the world as it is. So they want to live forever. Well, they're weirdos to me. I could never be happy with the world the way that the world is. I can unplug, but I'm unplugging. Wouldn't it be great if I lived in a reality where it was actually just nice instead of me unplugging from the shithole to live into my ignorance? I hate this world and the humans in it. I hate this world and some of the humans in it, but I really love some of the humans in it. It's just sad that what's happening to us. So I won't have to keep living in this hellish reality anymore. God damn it. NNDMT is very weak in low dose, medium dose, and high dose, but it completely changes at the extremely high dose and gets exponentially stronger when you have the out of body experience. So stick. I think that's probably where 5-MeO goes straight to, doesn't it? Do you have you done both of them? It becomes stronger than high dose LSD and shrooms. Really? Okay, so I'll say I did a pretty good. So they were telling me stick. They were telling me take like 3 big, huge rips, hold them in. You know, you may need help on the third one because you're going to sort of get in woozy, which was true. And I still took my fourth hit, took my fifth hit, and I think on my sixth hit, I sort of set the bong down and held it in and passed out to it. And by that point, that dreadful feeling already came in. And that was the one where my room like rearranged itself and all that. It was great. It was a bit crazy, but just weird shit happening. Consciousness is an interesting drug. What if the people you are about in low ERT real just a other trick you to control you? What? T, I have no idea what the fuck you just tried to say to me, bro. What if the people you're about and like and love? Oh, I've thought about this. What if the people that I like and love are avatars or aspects of the matrix to control me or keep me in it, right? Type of shit. I'm in it anyways. I'm in it anyways, T. Did you have somewhere to go? So I'll associate with the few NPCs locking me into the matrix that I like. you know, I have no other choice. Like, what am I going to do? Just sit in a room all by myself and go, no, no, no. Everything is attachment. Everything's trying to keep me here. It's like, I'm here anyways. I did solitude for years. I did solitude for years, dude. Years I did solitude. It didn't get me no out of this realm or nothing. So I'll hang out with a few of these NPCs and I'll secretly in my high paranoia think they're here to truly trap me when in reality they're just other meat monkeys forced into this subjected into this bullshit realm as well. That's the real truth. The vape is very weak no matter what. It's almost impossible to have an out of body experience high dose. Oh, I didn't do the vape stick. I did a Superman dose of mushrooms and I was God. Fuck this phone. Everybody becomes God on their high dose of anything. So when it came to what was that dude's name? Remember, I ended up talking to him. He was pretty cool. The dude that was like doing hella nitrous and cocaine. He was saying that the combination of cocaine and nitrous allows you to see God or be God. And I'm thinking, well, I mean, he was like sitting there huffing that shit too. Like I'm on the call with this dude, and you could just hear the little nitrous. I mean, he stayed high as fuck. This dude, what the hell was his name? He was kind of cool. Anyways, he's like, yes, the combination of cocaine and fucking was it cocaine or maybe it was weed and nitrous. I can't remember something. He's saying if you do them both together, you will see God. And people that do hella DMT, say they become God. They completely dematerialize, and every aspect of what they were before is completely gone, and they are nothing but this intense emotional experience of being everything. It's always the same story. I am God. I am God. I am God. I'm God. It's this combination of drugs, that combination of drugs. It always just makes the individual think that they are God. Maybe it's just altering, like, the way that drugs can alter your perceptive centers and let you like see sound or hear colors. Maybe it's altering your ego center into just thinking you're fucking God. It's like got it so altered that you just like, I am God, motherfucker. Like, I don't know. I want to try DMT. Oh, it's hella. It's dude. It is dope. I don't like pushing drugs. Like, look, do whatever you want to do. Okay. For me personally, I wish I had a whole jar of the shit. Uh, I want to. It's fun, T. It's definitely an interesting experience, bro. Like, it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, it put me out of my body. Like, I don't know. It like displaced my soul slightly in my head to where I could see like the fleshy meat inside my skull, and I could see like my jawbone from the inside and stuff. It was really weird. But then it put my soul over like my left shoulder, and I could see reality like through a screen out of my peripheral vision. Like this reality was inside of a screen, like an actual screen that was like out of my peripheral vision. Like I was actually sitting to the side of reality in that moment. It was really weird, but it like rearranged my room. And what did you do if it wasn't a vape? Oh, it was harvested. The actual, when you harvest it out of bark, the samosa bark or whatever, you harvest it and you get the wax or whatever. What's your best trip? I'm talking about it, right? So my DMT trips were pretty cool. Like I liked all of them. I made a video called "My DMT Experience." It's not exactly what I seen, but it was sort of similar to. So I had a few of them. I even smoked that shit right with my brother and his old lady, just to show them that it's a pussy drug, because his old lady was sort of interested. She was really wanted to try it, and she had heard about stuff about it, and I sort of had a limited amount. At that time I had the vape that was sent to me, which I guess wasn't as strong as the wax or whatever that was sent to me. The wax was a little stronger in high dose. It was a little stronger, but I wanted her to just try it. But I just showed her. But so I did a few. The first one was really just those the same. You could see it with LSD or shrooms. You can see like these geometric patterns constantly. Yeah, that's my buddy. Now finally waking up fucking 4 hours later and telling me, hey, why didn't you call me? Motherfucker, I called you 3 times. Quit playing with me. Oh, lazy ass boy. I can't say what he said on here, but you're supposed to come knocking. You know I ain't hearing no phone ring. There's always an excuse. Like there's always an excuse, bitch. He said, just call me. My phone's always right near me. Of course I'll wake up, bitch. Bitch. I'm not gonna fucking come to your house and knock on your fucking window. Anyways, that's why I like my best friend. But anyways, uh, so I did the one. Those geometric patterns were way more vivid on the DMT than I'd ever seen on LSD or shrooms. They were way more like there. And then after a while, a head had come out of it. It was like this elongated, polygonal sort of virtual reality looking head, and it was elongated like a horse head, you could say, and it was just looking at me close to my face, like very invasive, feeling like like imagine you sitting there and then me like getting so in your face that like our eyeballs are almost touching type of shit, like very invasive. Like he was just looking at me, and I'm sitting there like, fuck you looking at, motherfucker? Like get out of my face. Like what is this? And it had this attitude of like, what are you doing here? Like it was curious about me, like looking at me, like what are you doing here? What are you doing here? You know, and I was just like thinking, motherfucker, I smoke DMT. This is where I'm at. What do you mean? What am I doing here? I didn't get to choose to be here. And it was just curious about me. That's the way it felt. Like it was just looking at me. And all of this took place telepathically. There were no words. I didn't hear it speaking. I knew exactly what it was thinking. But there was that experience. And then the one, yeah, where I did a lot. My whole room rearranged itself. Like even the doors and windows were in different. It was totally crazy. It put my head over here, showed me reality out of my peripheral vision, showed me like the meat inside my head. Um, what else? It just showed me, and I say it showed me. It's like, dude, we don't know what consciousness is. Well, what is it? How is it even aware of my presence or position or location or awareness? Or it is me in a weird way. We are all connected through this thing, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what it is. Your best, my best LSD trip was just being on the shit stick. That's my favorite drug of all time. Well, I'll say this. That's been my favorite drug of all time and my worst drug of all time. Be careful with that one. What's your because LSD's powerful. It lasts for a long time. You can have a bad trip. I can't imagine having a bad trip. I've heard people say, "Oh, on DMT, I had this bad." I can't imagine having a bad trip. How the fuck could you have a bad trip if you're chilling? Like it does not fuck with your emotions. It makes you just is exactly who you're sober. It's like your sober you is having an experience. Like you're not emotionally aroused at all while this is happening in DMT, anyways. In LSD, your fucking emotions are on a level you can't even describe to people. Hold on, I gotta tell him that I'm streaming. He'll fuck with me. Yeah, I'm streaming at the moment. Fucking but it was just being. I love being on it. I love the visuals. I love those like intense emotions where you feel like you're floating in a river of euphoria and all that. I mean, LSD is just crazy on a. I loved it. Some of the best experience I ever had in my life were on LSD. Like I still reminisce about those trips, those feelings that I had. Like my buddy Ricky's when they finally kicked in. My buddy, dude, we took these papers once. And we were so stupid. We were actually walking around the mall looking for Dwayne because we were going to jump him for selling us some bunk shit. Like back then, man, $5 was a lot to a poor kid, bro. We each bought a fucking hit of acid from Dwayne, but they took like 2 hours to get $5 each, not $5 for 3 hits, $5 each $15, bro. But we fucking got 3 hits and we took, and we were like, after an hour and a half, we're like, bro, he sold us just regular paper. That motherfucker, let's go get him. And started walking around looking, but then they kicked in. He didn't sell us bunk shit. That shit was strong as fuck. It just took forever to kick in. But yeah, that trip was crazy, man. Ricky's mom picked us up in the old. You guys remember them old big fucking comfortable vans with cloth interior and fucking like fucking cloths like knits hanging on the windows, and like even the smell of cloth is in the air. Just them old big giant like vans with the topper on them. And she had one of those, and she picked me up. She picked us up, and we got in the van, and she knew instantly. Ricky's mom was hella cool. She'd get us liquor and shit. And look, there are some things about this reality that I loved or missed. Things that, being a kid was great, being a teenager was great. It was fun. But Ricky's mom picked us up, and we got in the car, and she had this like old cigarette smoker, raspy drinker's voice, and she's like, "Man, what the hell are you guys on?" And I loved his mom. She was just such a fucking little angel. But she was buying liquor for kids. Whatever. She was one of the fucking coolest people I've ever met in my life. Anyways, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, what the fuck are you guys doing? You guys are acting like fucking retards. And I'm back there fucking tripping out of my mind, bro. Ricky's up there trying to act normal in front of mom, He's in the passenger seat. This motherfucker's in there like fucking my buddy George. George looked crazy, bro. This motherfucker fucking like rocking. I mean, just we did look crazy to her. But anyways, he says, "Ma, we took acid." And she's like, "You fucking idiots." She's like, "All right, let's just get you guys back home before you do something stupid." And she drove us back to Ricky's place. And dude, that truck was like that van was like a weird torpedo spaceship, bro. And all the fucking lights and cars, and bro, I didn't just see them with trails looking beautiful. I could hear them and feel them, bro. And I was like sitting in the back of this. I was sitting in the middle seat in the back of this van as she was driving home, tripping out of my mind. And I was just, dude, I was in heaven. I thought this is the most beautiful experience any human being could ever have. Like, look how beautiful this is. I mean, it was crazy. We went back, we were at his house, we played video games, we watched some VHS tapes, and just everything was crazy and fun and new and exciting. And do you think reality could be a mindscape rather than a simulation? Maybe a tree is a mental object. No, I think it's simulation just because it's so fucking weird, scripted, fake, simulation in the walls type shit, like just limited play environment, Mandela effect, just bizarre, mysterious history, just everything points towards simulation. Like, why all the nastiness? Why all the next? Oh, it's a simulation. Who cares? It's okay if they start wars and drink baby blood because, well, it's a simulation. They're just killing characters. They don't care. It's not a big deal. So when you look at things like that, it sort of makes sense. Everything sort of makes sense. But it's definitely a simulation. I don't know what happens when we leave the body. All this shit I'm talking about of being connected and consciousness, and that could be the reality glitching out when my brain's chemicals have been altered. That's just the way that my awareness perceives my brain's imbalance. All these weird hallucinations, and I don't know. Physical. It could be that stick. It could be a simulation. Could be mind. Could be consciousness all connected. Could be God fragmenting himself to escape loneliness. Could be. I don't know. I personally believe we're in a simulation just because it just makes the most sense logically. It's like, oh, okay, so that's why there's explosions and people's guts flying everywhere and things, because it doesn't matter. It's a simulation. This is a godless reality. Like, no God would create a realm like this. Right? If I put your conscious as a character into GTA, would you think that was a God reality? Hell no. That's a simulation. How old were you? Oh, when I was on acid that time, 15, I think, or 16, maybe 15 or 16, maybe. And then when I had the bad trip, I remember I was 16, just about to turn 17, went to the Marine Institute for 11 months. Somehow they jumped me up a grade. I went back to public schools for 1 year. I was in 12th grade. I was actually in a grade higher. I was only supposed to be in 11th, but somehow they jumped me up a grade at the Marine Institute. I go back to public schools for 1 year in a program called PIBDIB or whatever, PBDP, Performance Based Diploma Program. I did crossword puzzles. I did crossword puzzles all day, basic math like multiplication and shit, and got my high school diploma. So I guess getting arrested when I was 17 was a good thing. She got me a high school diploma. I basically stopped going to school when I was in like eighth grade. Isn't it eighth grade right before high school? High school's ninth grade. I stopped going to school in eighth grade. I was like, man, I'm not going to this. Fuck this shit. Like, I don't want to be here because they failed me. They failed me in eighth grade, and I was back in the same class with eighth graders, and I was just like, by that point, I was already sick and tired of school, anyways. I didn't do my work. They constantly were putting me in weird classes, or it was called ABC at the time. It's basically just a room for trouble. They would just put you in there. Like, it was like timeout. I was always either in ABC or in some program or some weird class. I hated school. I was not a conforming kid at all. I hated adults, leaders, teachers, cops. Any authority figure. I hated them. I was like, y'all are weirdos. Like, quit trying to fucking tell me how to live my life. Y'all are weirdos. I always felt like I was in a cult, but I just thought that was the weird indoctrinated minds of stupid humans. Like, they were in the cult too, so they're just being dumb, you know. I didn't see it the way I see it now, but I was always like a nasty kid, you could say, or a bad kid. I wasn't a bad kid. I was a good kid. If you'd have came up to me and said, "Hey, Chris, can you help me do this real quick?" I'd have been like, "Okay," and I'd have helped you. If you'd have came up to me and said, "Hey, Chris, how you doing?" and shook my hand, I would have shook your hand. If you'd have came up to me and said, "Hey, Chris, you're stupid and fat," and punched me in the mouth, I'd have punched you back. I was just a fair person, but I didn't conform, so they treated me like I was a bad kid. It's like, fuck y'all. I'm not a bad kid. Y'all are weirdos. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, guys, because I think my buddy's finally ready to work out, and I have just enough energy left in my old fucking bones to go to the gym and do a decent workout. And anyways, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I love you guys. I do upload every video now, not every stream. I may switch streaming just because I hate YouTube at this point. They're cocksuckers with the comments. I hate them. Anyways, I want to move to Kick or some other streaming service for these streams, but I upload every video now to my TikTok and my Instagram. I have them in the description of every video. If you go to those sites, go ahead and subscribe to those ones, because at some point I'm probably just going to stop uploading on this shithole fucking restrict your speech ass fucking weirdo ass shit anyways. But I'll probably end up stopping here anyways. But I love you guys, and I'm going to wrap this one up. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Love you guys.